We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
Hi.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Stephen Jack Butella.
and I'm Jill DeWitt. This time, broadcasting from the Valley of the Sun. I gotta say something funny about that. I was informed yesterday by our staff. I think there's a little contest that they kind of mimic me, like Valley of the Sun or sunny Southern California.
So they make fun of us.
Few people. Oh yeah.
As
Oh
they
yeah.
should.
Yeah. Someone came over and said, Cody's really good at imitating you. I said, yeah, I bet he is.
Imitating you?
Yeah. He's got it down.
Cody's our IT
So
guy.
he's listening to this, Cody. We get it. Bring it.
Well, those poor guys have to post-produce all this audio and video.
And
so
hear it all the time.
They hear this, all of it.
I know. And one of our guys the other day, bless his heart, he's new with us. And I kind of razzed him yesterday about something. And then I don't know if he was ready for it. I'm like, sorry. I hope that's okay. I'm like, I can take it. So give it back. Whatever you got, give it back. So
Did he?
Not yet. I'm sure he's saving it up. He was probably like, what just happened? It's only teasing him about something. Anyway, it's funny.
Before we get into the topic, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free. And I've been asked to inform you that it's Monday.
Excited.
It's Monday. And we have re-released concierge data.
What?
Which allows you, as a member or a non-member, it allows you to put your order in and we'll do your mailer for you.
I thought that was on the down low.
They asked me to talk about it.
Well, I still thought we weren't like, is it open for new customers right now? Or are we catching up?
It's a little late now. So yeah, contact support at offers2owners.com and ask them. Yeah. And they might say yes, but it might take a couple of days.
And that would be your opportunity to say, well, Jack said.
Yeah, throw me under the bus, just apparently like our employees do.
There we go. That's awesome. Aaron wrote, general question. Anyone have an opinion one way or another? If you want to or need to lower your offer price for a parcel, would you negotiate all the way down to the price you want before going into contract? I'm a little confused on this. Let me read more and we'll see if we figure it out. Anyone having success getting one price drop before escrow and then asking for another one while in, now it's making sense. While in escrow. I have a lot to say about this.
I know you do. That's why I put it in here, because this is right up your alley.
Maybe the seller will cancel the deal after a second drop. Or maybe they will never enter into the deal if you go in for the full price cut. Chicken and egg problem? Okay, so here's the deal. This person is asking a question like, okay, I sent out the offer. We agreed on a price. It's not the price I really, really want, but I agreed on it. Now we're going to go into escrow. And I'm thinking that maybe part way through here, I'm going to throw it out to them like, you know what? I know I said 10,000. I really mean 8. And then because we're in escrow, and it's that poor seller is kind of stuck. And their question is, should I do it while I'm in escrow or should I do it before escrow? Well, you know what? Before, because you don't want to be that guy. I have been on the receiving end of that. If you've not been on the receiving end of that, which I'm guessing you have not, Aaron, let me tell you, it sucks. It's wrong.
I have some stuff to say at the end of this too.
It's mean, and I think it's really slimy. Sorry. So I would never do that.
Oh, you covered what I was going to say.
Right.
Please don't play these games.
Nope.
If you send an offer for $30,000 and the guy says, I will not take a penny less than $50,000, that either works for you or it doesn't.
Or it doesn't.
Don't sign the offer at $50,000 with the intention of, at the very end,
get him to convince him.
we're not going to close unless you do 30 after the whole titles process is done and all that.
Right.
That's sneaky and terrible, and we'll catch up with you karma-wise.
Yeah, it will happen to you. So, you know what? And the point is, let me follow up with this. If there's something that comes up during escrow that does warrant a change in price, that's totally different.
Like lack of access.
Right. What if you think you had legal access and you found out it doesn't? And that's fair. So, and that's just a conversation you have. Like, I didn't know that, you know, we all thought, and you included, thought you had legal access. Guess what? Titleist found out you don't, or some other thing like that.
That's very common, actually. Not common, but it's very possible. And it's totally like, look, I didn't know, you know, I thought I was going to buy the car for $20,000 and it looks great. And then I got in there and found out it needs a new transmission.
It's a salvage title.
Or it needs a new transmission. So you're going to have to adjust accordingly or just get out of the deal.
That's it. But to go into it with the other thing, don't do that. Thank you.
Today's topic, the Land Academy Tools Explained. This is the meat of the show. Jill's got a bunch of stuff to say, but before I launch into this, all week these topics were requested that Jill and I cover these topics all week by our customer service staff.
Yep. Okay. So I want to just say about our tools, all the tools that we have. Number one is we didn't have them in the beginning. When we created Land Academy, we started writing it in 2014 and we released it in 2015. It was just our education. It was just what we do, how we run our business, and just telling everyone, and, you know, here's what we use for data, you know, best wishes. I wasn't a licensed provider of anything. I just would share where I get my data. So what happened was, from that point, you asked, we listened. It became, our group started to grow quickly, and it was people saying, I can't do a good job like you if I don't have access to these professional level tools. So guess what? We said, yeah, you're right. And now I've got, you know, enough people behind me, I can go do this. So we went, how it started was we negotiated. We either negotiated on our dime with huge contracts, which I still have to this day, by the way. That's why our membership is an annual thing too, because my contract's an annual thing. So we negotiated these to be licensed providers of some of this amazing, these tools that we have. Or, again, you asked, we listened. If it didn't exist, we created it. So that's how we got to where we are today.
We are not gurus. We are not coaches. I'm going to cover this at the end of this topic.
No, I'm an investor like you.
We are people just like you who Jill and I have been buying, selling land since the late 90s for me. Jill, since around 2009, we joined together and decided to do it together. And we started this in 2015, Land Academy itself. So now we've been doing this for 7 or 8 years and improving on it. You know, it's not like we do this show and we have some online education program. Although we do have that, every minute of the way we've been improving it based on the changes in the market and how people want to learn.
Yeah.
Here's some tools. We have an online community that's hosted by Discord, and about every minute or so, somebody has a question and it gets answered in there. It could be anything. Where do I start? It could be that. It could be...
Does anybody have a good broker in XYZ County?
Yeah, North Dakota, for instance.
Yeah.
I need a title agent over here. How do I... this property doesn't have access. Should I even be buying it at all?
Yeah.
I don't have any money. I want to get these properties... Well, please fund it. And so we're all in there. We have the similar interests. It's what social media should be. We all have a similar interest, and we all have issues of the day that they need to get passed or resolved or help with, and they get addressed without exception.
Right.
There's not a dull moment in our Land Academy Discord.
Nope.
So it's an amazing tool, and I'm not aware of anybody else who has that. Nope. There's all kinds of land education programs that are popping up everywhere. It seems like every time I turn around,
and some turn off. I've seen,
and none of them last.
We've been around.
They don't have comprehensive tools like this. This is not a sales pitch for Land Academy. Our customer service people are daily explaining this,
right?
And so they asked us, hey, can you guys just do a show on it? So we're explaining it.
Give us some more tools.
Training. We have 4 full self-education programs: Cash Flow from Land program, Land Academy 1, 2, and 3, and House Academy. They're all like 5 to 10 hours each. They take 6 months to do.
For us, not you.
For you, it takes you.
It takes you 1 weekend. Yeah, if you speed it up and do it at 10x, you're done in it. Could you imagine? You can 10x it. It takes us 6 months. Oh my gosh! Too bad I can't do that with us at the dinner table, or just like whatever in meetings.
There's some relationships I wish I would have 10x'd.
Yeah, that's true. Say that again.
We all have a program called Career Path, which is a 10-week course, 4 hours a week, where Jill and I. It's if this is your career, if you want this to be, I don't care if you're brand new, or if you have, the vast majority of the people in Career Path are like, look, I'm making $800,000 a year doing this. I'd like to make 10 million or whatever. Yeah. How do I do that? Yeah. And so it's your career. That includes lifelong, as long as we're breathing.
And as long as you're a member.
Office hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We have a fairly discounted rate with, I think, what are the two best data tools in the country for real estate aggregated assessor data.
For which is how for today, 2022 or 2022.
Data Tree and Title Pro. We teach you how to use those in the programs.
Yep.
We recently discontinued RealQuest because we don't believe that it works anymore. It's
not the best. No, we're decommissioning right now. Yeah. And that's okay. It got us where we needed to be.
We have a full-blown printing company, a professional printing company where we send your offers out. Jill and I this came out of the fact that we were really frustrated sending our own mailers to a printer who didn't understand our business. They were going to run our print job, and then they were going to run a printing job for a hospital.
Right.
It's just, it's such a different animal. And then that wasn't enough for a lot of people. They wanted us to, as I mentioned earlier, do their mailers for them. So we have concierge data now.
They wouldn't do mail merge. They couldn't do, there's a lot of things that we rolled in there to make it great. Yeah.
We have discounts, too many discounts to mention. A good one's Pat Live. You get 10% off of Pat Live. So if you're not into
20.
answering, is it 20%?
Yeah. No, Pat Live said you could have 20% off. Do you want it, you 10, them 10, however you want to do it? And I said, no, everybody gets 20.
And so, we're not necessarily advocating using Pat Live to answer your phones. In fact, we're pretty loud about, at least in your first few mailers, answering your own phone so you can learn. But there's many, many, many tools that are just like that. You need money for funding, go to landfunding.com, or if you're a member, go into Discord. And,
Pop it in.
I don't... There's not a deal. If the deal's good, it will get funded. There's two or three people in there, I won't mention their names, that as funders will fund any deal.
Oh, yeah.
Within reason.
Right.
We have multiple places for consulting.
Yeah.
Where you can
have one-on-one phone calls with people and say, here's where I'm stuck.
Yep.
Can you help me through this?
Jill and I
don't understand why. Yeah.
Jill and I don't do it personally anymore. I used to. And there were people that I allotted certain hours every week. And there are people that went in there and ordered every single possible hour.
That was funny, I know.
And those people went on to do amazing stuff.
Yep.
What we are not, and I'm going to explain why, are personal coaches. And what's popping up are personal coaching. They're personal coaching sites. And here's why we don't do it. We did it in the past. If you have the personality where it's how you learn. We've all been in a class, or in my case, 50 classes, where there's somebody up front who monopolizes the teacher's time, asks questions about every other sentence. The teacher explains something. They say, well, wait a second. Now, I need to know about why this is this. That's how they learn. And that is ineffective for the rest of us. And I think it's, in the end, I don't think that person will amount to buying a very successful land investor.
Understood.
And so if you are that kind of person, I think you should ask yourself if this is for you. Because our group is packed full of people who go into a dark corner
and figure it out.
Yep. Don't take a shower for a weekend. Come back out a land investor.
Yep. You can do that.
Exactly.
You know what you didn't mention? Can I throw in there? Parcel fact.
Oh, geez.
We have, that's okay. I'll help you.
That's why there's two of us.
Exactly. Yeah. And you got everything that I was thinking of, but parcel fact. I mean, boy, back in the day, this is one of the things that it didn't exist, so we made it. And right now, as you're listening, we're combining Neighbor Scoop and Parcel Fact. So you know it's coming. Like really soon, you're going to get emails on this. It's going to be.
We needed a tool to, while Jill was on the phone with somebody who's responding to a mailer, and to see if we want to buy their property, we needed a tool where you can sit in front of a computer, type in the state and the county and the assessor's parcel number, because it doesn't have a post office address like 123 Main Street. Have the property pop right up, and all the stuff that you need to make a basic decision is right in front of you within seconds.
Flood zone.
Yeah.
I mean, all kinds of different layers on there. It's
what they paid for it, how long they've owned it.
Maybe there's a mortgage on there. That's in there.
If the person that you're talking to on the phone is the actual owner, you can check all that stuff in seconds. In about 30 seconds, you can decide, I think this is priced right. And, it's a great tool.
And I'm sitting there, I click one thing, it drops it into Google Earth with the whole outline. It's great. That covers it. Happy you could join us today. 5 days a week, you can find us here on the Land Academy Show.
Tomorrow, the episode on the Land Academy Show is called How to Hire a Great Transaction Coordinator by Jill.
Thanks.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
Yeah, I got to think about that. Man, that's one thing about my transaction coordinator, my TC. I got to write. We are a well-oiled machine now, and it took us. It takes time to figure out how everybody works.
It took us about 20 years.
And then every now and then, someone who this one goes, "Hey, I need something from your TC." I'm like, "Hold on a moment." Like, wait a minute.
I have very restricted access to. To Jill's people.
Yep. Because we have our groove. If you would like something, let me know and I'm happy to help. But we have our own way of doing things and it works great. And we don't communicate that much, like verbally. And when we do, it's kind of social and fun.
I wasn't happy about that in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I really sat down with myself and said, so I have to work less. And these guys are getting all these deals done. And
yeah.
I think I'm going to go over here.
Isn't that great? We pretty much said, stay out of my lane, and you're like, done. Hey, thanks for tuning in. By the way, just a reminder, it's still 2022, and it's still new and fresh, and how we're doing deals today. What am I talking about? Land Academy 3.0. It's new, updated for 2022. It shows you all the stuff that we're doing now. It's data tree, it's screenshots, it's trolling for properties, all the things that you need to be successful like we are. So check it out at landacademy.com or send a note to support@landacademy.com.
And my staff asked me to say this. If you're new, please start with Land Academy 3.0. The same way that you're using Windows 10, not Windows 3.
Can I go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Is that how I do it with the Windows? Yeah, you're right.
The most fresh is Land Academy 3.0. Start there. The vast majority of people don't even go to 2.0 or 1.0. They don't need to, just like we don't need to go back to Windows.
Thank you. We are Jack and Jill.
Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
I'm sure our team makes fun of that one too. Information and inflammation.
Inflammation? Information and inflammation.
Yeah. I gotta think of some stuff. Inclination and inflammation, or let's see.
Cody and Alex, give it your best shot.
Tell us what it should be.
See if you can mimic us. And we're having a huge company get together. So
I was gonna make
that
a contest. Yeah, like who can best imitate us? We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.